Cassava is one of the largest staple crops, in River State and, of course, the Niger Delta. The cassava belt of the country is within the Niger Delta area.
We produce 45 million tons of cassava every year. That makes Nigeria the largest producer of cassava in the world. But if you look at it, as with almost everything we have, we are not taking advantage of that.
Cassava has been known to be, or is known to be called the poor man's, crop. Now, if you put that against the fact that the agency was established to fight poverty, then it's clear that if we can tackle improvements in cassava production and cassava marketing for the generality of those people, those farmers who are involved in cassava production, then of course we can make a dent on poverty, in River State, and that's why it's such an important crop for us.
Cassava is useful in the flour sector. At the same time, it's useful in the starch sector and several other sectors too.
We began this journey about 2 years ago when DATCO and their partners, IFDC, came on board to have discussions with the agency concerning the opportunities that a program like this presents. One of the objectives of the scheme is to help local farmers to improve their yield. And the partner who is spearheading that effort is the IFDC, the American Fertilizer Development Organization. And they are very vast in soil management and have done work in Nigeria and other parts of West Africa. And they are bringing that experience to bear on this project by working with local farmers and helping them to grow their yield, from 7 to 10 tons per hectare to about 20 tons per hectare. So they are through better soil management, through better input management, through better seedlings and all of that, they will help local farmers to double their yield and automatically double their income on the same size of land. Between the 5 partners, we were able to establish the what we call the River State Cassava Initiative 2 years ago, and 3 of those partners then agreed to pool resources together to establish the cassava factory at Afam.
We have realized that the agricultural sector, the farmers, are naturally very interested in cultivating cassava, yet they have not discovered a massive way of harvesting and subsequently putting it to commercial use. And we have invented a way through our unique mobile processing technology, the AMPO, to process the cassava right in the fields to avoid the cassava from spoiling post-harvesting.
You must bring the processing to the farmer. We peel the outside of the root, we wash it, then we make small pieces of the root. Then the root is sent to the grater, a rasper. That is the most important machine. It destroys all the root into milk, and then the milk goes into a centrifuge, and there we separate minerals, proteins from starch granules, water, and fibers. The cake becomes a product which I can store for nearly 2 years.
Beyond that, is the next phase of processing, which turns the cassava cake into cassava flour, high-quality cassava flour. And there's also a growing market for high-quality cassava flour, both in the country and overseas.
What that does is that it saves the logistics, it saves the hassle of farmers going to look for how they're going to transport cassava to a factory, for them to purchase. And also, that gives them what they call an a production contract. The production contract enables them to plan and be able to access funding, be able to access agro support, to be able to tie into the opportunity that presents, is presented to them. The recent farmer registration exercise that we carried out as an agency, registering about 35,000 farmers, nearly 70% of that population are cassava farmers. 76% of these farmers farm at a subsistence level, under 2 hectares also in terms of farm holding. And we believe that if we are able to provide some level of attention to that sector, we should be able to create a major game changer, in moving cassava from a subsistence level to commercial.
We farmers, we are very, very grateful for this laudable growth. And we will keep our tenets by providing cassava roots that will be able to feed this family. That will add great income. We will make the farmers to have big money. And not only that, the farmers will not be able to train their children, will not be able to have good houses, because in Western world, farmers are the richest.
I call on the politicians and those who have influence in this country to convince also the government and the industry to allow and to promote fair price for cassava flour. Because at the end, the people of Rivers and the people of Nigeria will benefit from the production opportunities.
My interest here is job creation, not just at the factory, but the fact that the farmers will have a market and therefore will have to farm more. And adequate pricing will encourage them to produce more. You see that a lot of them will gradually grow from subsistence farmers to smallholders. The smallholders may likely become commercial farmers if they see that the profit level is very high. So we encourage all of you.
Share will continue to play a very supporting role. I do hope that from now on this project will go on smoothly. But I would like to assure RSSDA and DATCO that should you come across any difficulty, we will be there as we have always been to remove any blockage for you such that the success of this project can be guaranteed.
We've got to get back into the business of making agriculture work for the small farmers.
The possibilities for cassava are infinite. We have just introduced one use, which is high-quality cassava flour to be included in the composite baking flour. That alone can absorb so much cassava in the country and in River State as such, combined with the other opportunities that are ahead of us for the use of cassava flour and cassava as such. I believe we are on a path of infinite growth for the cassava sector in River State.
For those who want to take advantage of this opportunity, now is the time to start preparing your ground. Now is the time to start looking for the right quantity and quality of land, that can be devoted to this program. And I am pretty certain that, those who become the first movers, in this program are not going to regret it.
An opportunity of a lifetime has come. It's not going to be a struggle. Cassava is not an unfamiliar crop. It is something that they have been born into, and they know what the crop, has as an advantage within the region. It's a staple food for us. So the opportunity for them to scale and generate income from that low-hanging fruit has come.